here we have the PLC Next Engineer. This is a really versatile piece of software. It's free to use. You can download it now, trial it however you want. So on here you would have this is your plant area, so it has all your project details. So here we have the IP address of the controller itself. Then you would have, here you have your, what we can do is go into here. Yep. And this is where your processes are housed. And you can dedicate what kind of processes you want. So your task type. So you can have cyclic tasks, event tasks, idle tasks. And then you can dedicate which core you want. So if you want a separate process running at the same time at a different interval, you can do that here. And you can dedicate different processes in different ways. Then this will house your program. So here I've got a basic program. This one's done in function block. And you can add programs here. And we can open that one up. And then here you've got the opportunity to choose the program of your choice. And then what you do is dedicate it here. So here you can see your variables within your program. So you can have local and external. So I've got a few different dedicated ones. And also you can do your sort of administrative duties here as well. So you can dedicate the outputs or inputs to the OPCUA server just at a click of a button. And then you can also make them available to the local HMI server, which is down here, or the web server. And then you can also dedicate these out to the Plc Cloud. So what you can do is link it to our Plc Cloud server. This stage is a free of charge service, and I'll go through that a little bit later. So here you can see these are all your tasks. These are all your variables. We can have a look back at the code. So temp01, it's really easy. So this is a function block. So we have all our function blocks available here in our programming tools. So here we've got function blocks in IEC languages. We've got some timers. We've got basically these are all your standard functions within the industry. You can search, which is nice and easy. You can do that, and then you can just drag and drop these in. And so if you want to put your inputs in, you can just start typing, and then it will come up with a list of your variables. You just select which one you want. So we want in temp01. Let's see where I'll have to find that one. So we could just go output and dedicate that in. So it's really nice, really easy, really functional. There's not too much that you haven't seen before within the PLC space. So then also we have, for our more advanced controllers, we have these safety functions as well. We also have our advanced safety bridge. That's also available as an extension. So what that does is creates a point-to-point safety solution. So you don't need a safety controller, because all the logic is held within the safety bridge technology. But that's maybe a separate webinar. So what we have here is our Plc Next Components. So these are extensions to the standard PLC. we have your local devices. So these can be dedicated separately. So if you build up a rail and you've got some of your different inputs and outputs, you can manually drag and drop these onto your Axia Line F bus system, local bus. Then we have here our HMI panel. So moving on to the HMI side of the application. So here we have our, I've just designed a basic HMI. And so basically you can drag and drop any buttons, but you can get some really nice functionality within this. Here, you can make these dynamic, so you can dedicate actions from those as well. So you just create dynamic, so action on click, say, and then you can change pages, you can load websites, you can navigate to the home page, you can do all these different functionalities within the same software system. And that's what it's about, is really creating that environment where you can basically do everything from start to finish. So we have a range of gauges that you can use as well. So yeah, there's some really great functionality in terms of localized control. So say you've got a machine out on the food production plant or out in the wastewater treatment plant. You don't want the guys going out there every time they want to look at the PLC and what they're doing, what's it doing. So you set up them on the network, they VPN in via the mGuard security system or any other VPN client, and then they are able to access the HMI web server within the network. And here I can show you. So here I have, this is running on the PLC. So you can have some inputs, outputs. If you've got the right touch screen, you can do some localized control, you can do some visualizations, and you can also, change analog inputs, change analog outputs, however you want to create your masterpiece. And you can add multiple pages to that. So here I've got, you can jump to the Plc Next community, and some really good functionality out of a very, I guess, basic HMI, but you can install JPEGs and be creative with it. That's kind of, I guess, some of the benefits. So here I've also got tank. Oh, sorry, that was the tank level ones. So the OPCUA server. So this is, I guess, one of the advanced functionalities. We have got some talk of some roadmaps to make it MQTT supportive, but you can do this through an OPCUA server. You can install a third-party process like Node-RED, and you can have a OPCUA node which connects to a MQTT broker and publishes it to that server, so that you can have that instantaneous interactions with the PLC. So that's pretty much it for the PLC Next Engineer. As I said, if you've got any questions, please feel free to put them in the comments, and